Hey guys, it's tastePINK. Welcome back. I know you guys are loving the meal preparation and I'm loving that you're loving it, and I have to say it has been so great providing inspiration and just getting inspiration from you all. I love the feedback. You guys are participating in the polls within the video, and I can't thank you enough. And I have an exciting recipe. I made stuffed peppers. Yes, and I took a cue from the Minimalist baker. I will have the blog listed below, and these were Spanish quinoa stuffed peppers. And I totally revamped the recipe because I wanted to use what I had in my pantry, in my cabinets, and I wanted to do this so you guys can see that you can modify almost anything. You just have to think outside of the box. The textures, the layers of flavor. Can I tell you, I was on Periscope just losing my mind on how awesome this meal was. And it's great for lunch. I think this is something that you can prepare because it's oven baked. You can prepare it preheated in the oven for a nice lunch on the weekend, or you can take this to work. And the possibilities are really endless, and I'm going to continue to show you guys ways to create healthy meals. Now, I will say, I did put a little bit of cheese on my dish. You don't have to do that. I wanted to fully indulge, but this is a complete vegetarian meal. Everything made with vegetable broth, no chicken broth as I usually do. Of course, I'm taking measures to reduce sodium because I want you guys to be mindful and always find ways to create an even healthier meal. So thank you so much for watching, and you guys will love this. The brown rice recipe calls for 2.5 cups of broth and or water, and I'm going to use a total of 1.5 cups of vegetable broth, and in an attempt to reduce the amount of sodium, I'm going to use the remaining 1 cup of filtered water. And this is a really good practice that I definitely recommend, especially if you want to reduce your sodium levels. And I'm seasoning my rice, the dry brown rice, with adobo, chili powder, ground sage, and even a bit of red crushed pepper. And I'm going to add a few fresh cloves of garlic, and I'm going to pour the rice into the boiling vegetable broth. I really like how the fresh garlic helps to enhance the overall flavor, and if you're looking to burst flavor, this is a great step. Let that simmer, and I'm moving on to my kind of salsa tomato sauce kind of inspired thing. And I'm going to use 1/4 cup of vegetable broth with about 3 to 4 tablespoons of tomato paste and a little black pepper. And I want to stir this together so that it gets a nice consistency. You want it to be uniform and have like a smooth texture. And once it's boiling and has a nice consistency, I'm adding in the kidney beans. You can use some from a can or you can use it straight from the bag. It just requires different preparation. And you want to combine this, and the kidney beans will add a nice smoky flavor. And the onions, these are Vidalia onions, and I'm giving them a nice rough chop. And these two will also add a nice flavor. You want to stir this together and allow it to simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now on to the pepper. I'm going to cut this pepper in half. What I like about this is that this meal is super affordable. 1 pepper will allow you about 2 servings, which is awesome. I'm going to take out the insides, make sure it's as neat as I can get it. And I want to use grapeseed oil. This is a high heating oil, so it's going to withstand higher temperatures and still maintain its flavor. And I'm going to use this to massage the green bell peppers. This is great so that your peppers cook evenly and they don't burn during the baking process. I'm going to place that on foil into my baking pan, and I'm creating my mix using this brown rice, probably about 1/2 cup or so, and adding in the tomato paste the red kidney beans and the onions. You want to eyeball it. And I'm adding in spinach. This is fresh spinach, and it's going to wilt on its own due to the heat of the ingredients. And here I'm just stuffing my peppers. Okay, if it gets a little messy, don't worry about it. You can eat it like I did off screen. But I like to pack it in there, make it nice and super huge. And I'm gonna cover this and bake for 20 minutes and then uncover it and bake for an additional 15 minutes. Now onto the plantains. These are life. As you can see, the plantain is super ripe, and this is on purpose. I wanted them to be sweeter. If you want something less sweet, less ripe is the way to go because it has less sweetness to it. And I'm chopping these fairly thick, and I'm going to fry them and get a nice golden brown color to them because this is going to complement the dish so well. And I had to take a little brief break during the baking process and add some cheese. This is purely optional. I love cheese, so I added some, 3 cheese blend and goat cheese, and this is how it came out. I can't tell you how much I love how this looks. And you guys know I like to show you how I plate my meals. I consider this a really good lunch or a really good dinner, something that you can prepare on the weekend for yourself. And oh my goodness, look at this. You guys have to try this. Thank you so much for watching.